Today we'll take a look at these three Mustangs from the 80s. So this is the 80s line, Hot Wheels 80s. I have two of them in two different colors, but there's also this same exact car, but it's the Muscle Mania line. So let's open that one first, actually. So this is the alright. So this is the Mustang SVO, and this car was made between 84 and 86. It's a limited car. I think they only made like 10,000 of them or something like that. This was like a redesign from the old Mustang Cobra, and this was the fastest Mustang that they were making at the time. And the SVO stands for Special Vehicle Operations, and that's Ford's racing division. So they designed these cars, and this was I believe a 2.3 turbo. And if you know anything about these old 80s Mustangs, 2.3 is not a very large engine, but this one was a 2.3. It was the fastest one they were making, and it was a turbo engine. So that's the 80s line here. This is the Muscle Mania, and this is the 80s, and now the other 80s. So this card is still intact, and this is the black one with green. You see the green accents, and we'll take a look at them. It's a very nice car if you're into 80s cars. I don't like this hood scoop here. Like, this is not painted properly, and it looks like the black didn't cover the entire hood scoop, and so it looks very weird. The others are okay. You see how nice this one came out, and this one's also quite nice, but this one just looks stupid. Alright, I figured since I'm doing three cars, it's just better to put them down and zoom in, and it's a little easier that way. The silver one and the black one have some accents, some color, you know, I guess to try to give it more of an 80s look. So this has the lime green, and if you look over here, we have like an orange, a very 80s orange, two different shades. So that gives it like a nice bright little accent, I guess, to make it look more 80s, even though the purple one does look very 80s because it's an 80s car. Notice all three have mirrors. You could see the vents on top, you could see the wipers. The hood scoop is a nice touch. Unfortunately, the lights are not painted, so if you look at the front, there's really nothing special going on, and they're all the same casting. So if you look at any of them, it's the exact same casting. You could see the bumper where the lights are supposed to be, but it would have been, of course, much nicer with lights. This one's a little hard to see because it's very dark. Let's take a look at the rear view, which again, not too much to see, but we can look at them together. They all have that little 80s spoiler sticking out. So we have the purple, the silver here, all nice. You could see through the rear windshield, and the silver one in the middle has a red interior, and that makes it much easier to see than the black. So on the purple version here, it's just very dark inside. This one's red, so it's easier to see, and this one is more of like a white or a gray color. This is gray, I guess, so it's like a gray silverish color, so also easier to see. But I think the easiest one to really be able to look at is, can I focus here? Okay, there we go, is this red one. From the side, let's line them up, and we'll take a look at all three of them from the side. It says Mustang SVO on the metallic, the silver one, and when you zoom in, you could see the flake. You could really see how nice it is and how metallic it is, right? And the other 80s one, it's a shiny black, but not flaky, also says Mustang SVO. And then finally, the purple metallic flake. They have some highlights. This one has the silver going down the side, but these are just so much more 80s because of the way the lines are, the way the art is. Very 80s cars. And notice the rims are different on the two 80s lineup. The Muscle Mania one has the same rims as the silver 80s one, 5-spoke, but this one, these are chrome rims, and the Muscle Mania one has like a very dark gray gunmetal color, right? And then you have the other 80s lineup, and it's like these retro style rims. So very nice looking car. I think it's a great car, and it's gonna, you know, I'm gonna add it to my 80s collection. There are other versions, like Hot Wheels makes a lot of this, you know, this model, this 84 SVO, but these three in particular, you know, we're looking at 2022, 2023, something like that. So we're now in 2024, October, right? So I'm not really sure if you could still find these on the shelves, but if you can, you should definitely pick them up. They're pretty nice cars.